Can Injective do 100x in price? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to ALTCOIN Chief, where we talk about crypto and blockchain. If you don't want to miss any crypto gems, especially for the next bull run, make sure you click the subscribe button now. So today's video, we are speculating on the price of Injective. We will be talking about the short-term, the mid-term and long-term predictions. But if you haven't seen our video where we talked about the in-depth of Injective, what it is and what you can expect from it, make sure you go to the channel and check out that video before you get started with this one. So Injective is sitting at around $5 at the time of creating this video, with a market cap of $400 million. A very interesting and very appealing thing is that the circulating supply is very close to the max supply. This makes me particularly bullish on Injective, short, medium and long term. The trading volume is very healthy at $76 million. Before we get into predictions, let's have a look at the markets where Injective is available. So as you can see, the usual suspects, so Binance, KuCoin, MEXC, but also my go-to centralized exchange, which is Bybit, also supports Injective when it comes to spot trading, but also perpetual trading, so you can leverage trade Injective if you want to. And if you want to get up to $5,000 bonus when you sign up and various discounts on trading fees, make sure you sign up to Bybit with the link in the description of this video to get those juicy rewards. The overall price chart looks very interesting. Why do I say so? Well, we had Injective in the past bull run and it has peaked at just around $24 mark back in May 2021, followed by a crash in price, which was in the entire crypto space. So every token took a hit and it went down in price. But when it comes to Injective, we did have a solid few months of stagnation, which was the time of accumulation for those who want to bet very early on. But if you wanted to have some confirmations of Injective, then you would be waiting for a run-up, a test, a retest that we've seen just now, just recently, and now we are going back up as well. So this is very interesting to see, very appealing chart for those of you who want to be safe when it comes to trading, but also we can see those confirmations on that chart. So very interesting to see. So what is my price prediction for Injective? As always, everything that we mention on this channel is speculation and it's not financial advice. This is my particular viewpoints. So this is what I'm doing with my money. If you want to get into Injective or if you want to buy Injective, make sure you do your own research. But when it comes to long term, I want to make a prediction of Injective for the peak of the next bull run. And at the peak of the next bull run, we can compare Injective to some other blockchain that was in the past bull run, and that is Avalanche. I think a fair comparison of Injective would be to Avalanche, especially with the fact that this also is a layer 1 and Injective has a fraction of transaction fees to Avalanche. So it is gaining traction, it is looking promising. And Avalanche, if we scroll down on CoinGecko, we can see that it peaked at around $30 billion market cap. And Injective, as we said, is sitting at around 400 million. So if Injective was to reach the level of Avalanche at the peak of the past bull run, so we are taking into account that we will reach around $30 billion market cap for Injective, that would give us a huge, a whopping 75x in price from today's prices. And is that possible? Well, Injective is definitely developing and it is putting out news constantly. If you want to track their news and everything that goes on around Injective, I do recommend you guys follow them on Twitter. This is the place where they post all the recent developments and they stay up to date with everything around Injective. These guys are very active, I have to tell you that. So is it a fair comparison to compare it to Avalanche for the next bull run? Let me know in the comment section below. but 75x is somewhat a hopeful prediction, some might say. But when it comes to my prediction for midterm, and I think that is a conservative prediction for myself particularly, I think Injective, we can be looking at around 20 to 30x in price. That would put us around 12 to 15 billion US dollar market cap, which I think is fair, taking into account the Avalanche reached 30 billion in the past bull run, and we are taking into account 12 to 15 for the next peak for Injective. So that would be my conservative prediction if we are looking at the next bull run. That's also worth noting that everything that we predict for is taking into account that there will not be any bearish signals from Injective, and there won't be any bearish or adversely bearish things happening in crypto as a whole. So what about the midterm? Well, we had a spike in price recently. We are reaching those $5 plus levels for Injective, and it is looking very, very interesting. I would love for us to retest $4.50 in the next weeks to further confirm my bullish bias for Injective. It would be great to see, especially taking into account that the dominance of Bitcoin is rising. And during the Bitcoin season, when Bitcoin dominance is rising in the entire market, we usually get pullbacks from altcoins. But these pullbacks are often great confirmation for bullish bias. So this would be lovely to see. Again, this could not happen, and we should be prepared for that not to happen as well. So as always, when it comes to my strategy for Injective, I am building a position right now. I wasn't lucky enough to create it before, so I am on the same boat as everyone else right now. I am looking for pullbacks. I do have some capital committed to building an Injective bag, so I will be looking at those $4.50 marks to accumulate, but also I will start to put some percentage of that capital into Injective right now, just to kind of feed my FOMO. I will be putting around 10 to 15% of everything that I want to put into Injective at this particular price, but I will also be DCAing, so dollar cost averaging into this position, which will be the best bet, because if we are looking at a pullback to those levels or even further down, then DCAing is always the best solution. Even if we are going up, DCAing will create a nice average for us. So I do recommend you guys use this technique if you are looking to build any position in the crypto space. And again, I have to reiterate that if you are looking to get into crypto, make sure you put as much money as you are prepared to lose, because this market is hugely volatile and this market can disappear at any time. So let me know what you think about the prediction of Injective, and let me know if you are looking to get into Injective in the comment section below. This is it for today. I will see you in the next one.